In the old alleys of Lahore, there was a quiet little bookstore named Mutala'a Mahal. It wasn't just books that were sold there, it was peace. The shopkeeper, Rayyan Ali, was a quiet, serious young man with a deep soul. He didn't talk much, but when he did, his words touched the heart. One day it was raining heavily. Winds howled through the narrow streets. A girl rushed in, soaked and breathless. Her eyes were full of wonder, her face innocent. "Can I come in? The rain is too heavy," she asked softly. Rayyan silently pointed to a chair. "My name is Maheen," she smiled. "You're very quiet." "Rayyan," he replied simply. Maheen looked around and asked, "Do you have any books on love?" Rayyan handed her a book titled Love Speaks in Silence. That was their first meeting, but it carved something deep within both their hearts. Maheen started visiting the bookstore often. She would talk, laugh, ask questions. Rayyan would quietly listen. Her presence made the store feel alive. One day, Maheen asked, "Is there any book that truly explains love?" Rayyan replied, "Love is complete, but it has never been written completely." And then one afternoon, she looked him in the eyes and said, "I think I'm falling in love with you." Rayyan remained silent for a moment, then softly said, "It takes more than a heart to love. Timing and circumstances must agree too." Maheen's smile faded for the first time. When she confessed her feelings to her mother, Arifa Begum, all hell broke loose. A stern woman, Arifa had already arranged Maheen's marriage to Zaryab Malik, a wealthy, arrogant man who considered people beneath his wealth. When Zaryab learned that Maheen's heart belonged to someone else, he got Rayyan falsely arrested on charges of theft and abuse. Rayyan was imprisoned. Still, his soul remained calm, as if this too was part of love's test. Maheen ran from court to court, shouting his innocence. She gathered evidence, hired a lawyer, and exposed Zaryab's lies. Finally, Rayyan was released. Outside the courtroom, Maheen said, "I saved you. Now live your life with me." Rayyan looked down. "Love that suffers in silence cannot bloom in noise. I love you, but I won't claim you at the cost of rebellion and chaos." Maheen was shattered. But Rayyan left the city. Time passed. Maheen drowned herself in writing. Poetry, stories, thoughts on love. Every word smelled of Rayyan. Then one day, an invitation came for her to speak at a literature festival in Islamabad. The theme, love and expression. She stood on stage and said, "True love is the kind that echoes in silence. And this is love." In the audience, Rayyan froze. It was her voice, her truth, her love. The event ended. It was raining again. Outside, under the same sky as their first meeting, their eyes met again. "I've come back," Maheen whispered. This time, not soaked from the rain, but drenched in longing. Rayyan replied, "Rain dries, but the stains love leaves remain." She held his hand. "Then let's make those stains our light." A few days later, Arifa Begum fell ill. When she opened her eyes, she saw Rayyan sitting by her bed, tears in his eyes, yet peaceful. "Will you marry my daughter?" she asked faintly. "I've been hers since the first day. I only waited for your blessing," he said. And so their wedding day arrived. When the cleric asked, "What is the bride's dowry?" Rayyan said, "A promise that she never leaves me." Maheen smiled. "And mine is this, that you never stay silent with me again. At least once, tell me, do you love me?" For the first time, Rayyan said with his full heart, "Yes, I love you, and this is love."